Hey guys, welcome back. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. Come on into the kitchen. I have a wonderful meal for you today. We're gonna make Taco Hamburger Helper. I think you're really gonna like it. And don't go, it's hamburger. No, homemade is a whole lot different and 10 times better. So let me walk through the ingredients that we're gonna need real quick. We're gonna use ground beef. I use a high quality ground beef. You do you, but I do use a lean ground beef. We're also going to need some RoTel, and that's diced chili or diced tomatoes with green chilies. We're going to use some cream of mushroom soup, some cheese, a packet of taco seasoning, or make your own, which I have a recipe for on the blog, diced onion, beef broth, and some pasta. We're going to top it with some Doritos. What can be better than that? Are you ready to get cooking? Let me rearrange my workspace and let's get going. Okay, so if you hear a little buzz in the background, I just turned on my burner and I have it on about a medium to medium high heat. And the first thing we're going to do is brown the ground beef. And to that, I'm just going to add my gloves real quick and open this up, see if I'm talented today. I am. It's going to be a great day. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to have to use my knife. And we want it in the hot pan, and we want to sear on it. So I'm just gonna, which is why I put the gloves on. There we go. One thing that I do to make sure that has a nice sear is I'm just gonna take it and press it into the bottom of the pan. And obviously you want to make sure you don't, like press too hard or touch the bottom yourself, but it just gets a nice sear on the ground beef. Okay, so we're going to let that do its thing. And from here, we need to dice an onion. And, we've done this a couple of times, but let me give you some hints. I always cut off the top of the onion and then slice it in half where you have half the root on one side and half on the other side. Then you can peel off the skin on both sides because we're going to use that whole onion. And when you dice an onion, the reason you cut it in half is because now we have a nice firm surface to work with. And when I hold my knife, I'm not going to hold it back here because it's kind of goes where it wants to then, but I'm actually going to hold it right here with my thumb and forefinger. And then I'm just going to make little slices. And then I'm going to make a couple more slices this way without slicing all the way through. And then when you dice it, gosh, just like that, just that easy. Wonderful. And we're going to do the same thing with the second onion. When you're holding the onion, rather than hold it like this, see how your fingers get in the way? I want you to hold it like this and actually curl your fingers. And then when you're slicing this way, you're not going to accidentally cut your finger. So then again, you're using the weight of the onion or weight of the knife to slice the onion. And just that easy, we're done. I'm just going to run my knife through the onion. Perfect. And now that we're done with that, let's give a check to our ground beef and just see how that's doing. See that nice sear we got? That's why I kind of try to spread it out on the pan. That worked out really well. I like to use a nice nonstick pan, but use what you have at home. Cast iron is great for searing ground beef. And now that I have the ground beef broken up a little bit, I'm going to add the onions to it and let it all mix up together. Wonderful. And now all we need to do is cook the onions and ground beef until there's no pink left in the ground beef. So it'll take just a couple minutes. If you used a ground beef that had a higher fat content, you may not want to put the onions in there. But since I won't even have to drain the oil out, there won't be any because we use that higher content, like I think it's 93.7 ground beef. It just makes it a little bit easier. Healthier, I don't know, maybe not, but I like the way it tastes. If you haven't made this before, this is really a nice 30-minute meal. You know, so like when the kids get home, you're in this big mad dash when it's time to, you know, when you get home off after work. It's a great quick weeknight meal because really all you need is this and, you know, maybe a bag salad and some chips and you're set for the evening. Okay, so the pink is out of the hamburger. So we're looking really good there. Now we're on to our next steps. And that is, first thing, our taco mix. So we're just gonna add our taco mix in. Again, if you have a ground beef that is fatty, you might wanna drain it. I don't need to. So I'm just gonna mix the taco meat in, the taco seasoning in first. And that looks great. And to that, I'm gonna add cream of mushroom soup. I'm gonna add some RoTel. If you're not familiar with RoTel, again, I said it was like tomatoes and green chilies. They have mild and they have spicy. It just adds a little extra kick and a lot of flavor. It's not like hot spicy. So I'm gonna add that in. I'm gonna add in my beef broth. And now I wanna give it a good stir. Just wanna incorporate all of these flavors. Mix everything together. And now I'm gonna add in the pasta. This is 2 cups of pasta. And again, if I forgot to tell you something, which I know that I did, just check the description below. Hit see more. It's gonna show all of the ingredients that you need for this, the step-by-step. It's gonna have some links to the blog, all the good stuff. Add in the pasta. I'm gonna stir it around and I just wanna make sure that the pasta is kind of submerged in the liquid. And I'm gonna bring this to a simmer. So it's just a little bit of a bubble. So I'm gonna increase the heat to medium-high and bring it to a simmer. Once it does, I'll decrease the heat to medium. I'll come back and stir this occasionally. This takes 15 minutes and we're just about done. So I'll be back in a few. Oh my gosh, guys, who's hungry? I tell you what, I know this didn't look like a whole lot when I started putting it together, but man, does the house smell good. So all I did was occasionally stir it like we showed. The pasta absorbs all of that liquid and it comes together. It's soft and it's tender. And now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in, I have about 2 cups of cheese. And I do use fresh, I shred the cheese myself. And the reason I do that is because sometimes that store-bought cheese that's already shredded, the pre-shredded, just doesn't melt very good. So that's my recommendation. Again, you do you. I know sometimes when you're short on time, it's a shortcut, and I get that. But if you have time, do it yourself. So now I'm just stirring in that cheese, and oh my goodness, it smells like the best tacos you've ever had. Okay. Perfect. And now, because it's Taco Hamburger Helper, I'm gonna top it with some Doritos. So I'm just getting a handful or 2. And I just wanna crunch them up and put them right over the top of the casserole. We're gonna top that with some extra cheese, that little bit of cheese I saved off to the side. And now we're gonna try this meal. Because let me tell you, this is good. Okay, let's give it a try. I guarantee you, your kids are gonna love this. And it has just about everything in it. It's got tomatoes, it's got pasta, it's got meat, it's got all the good things. It's hot too. It's cheesy, that little bit of cheese just like bursts in your mouth. And if you get it with some chips, then you get that nice texture part too. You guys don't want to see me eat this. I'm so hungry. It smells so good. I hope you try this soon. It's super easy. It's like 25 minutes from start to finish. I hope you give it a try. All the information is below. Also the blog, check out the blog if you're looking for more Copycat Hamburger Helper recipes. I got you. Thanks for following along today. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. We'll see you next time.